Days when I couldn't live my life without you. Days go by and still I think of you. Days when I couldn't live my life without you. Without you. Without you. Without you. Without
Ah! Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. You know what? Ain't gonna lie. No joke. Every single time that I do this, I get super, super, super nervous. Super nervous. And I'm really nervous today because I don't have a guest and it's just me. You get me today. Hey, guys, welcome to the Lost and Found 2020 Year in Review. Thank you for joining me tonight. I thought there was, a lot to go over this year. I mean, let's face it, 2020 was a very, very difficult year for many of us. Uh, Losing someone special, losing someone close, losing family members, losing friends, losing lost ones, losing our businesses, an industry that I truly love from the bottom of my heart. Two of them, health, fitness, entertainment industry, got decimated with everything that's going on. And it's not just that industry, it's all of our livelihoods, right? So, amongst a year that had a lot of adversity, um, I feel that there was a lot of good that came out of this. And something that I'm super most proud of is the dance music community really finding ways to find happiness, right? And as far as all the DJs, industry, promoters, nightclub owners, nightclub managers, we were faced with difficult times. We had to make tons of pivots. But what we can definitely know and what we knew was that something that connected us was the music. And 2020, despite a year of trials and tribulations and a lot of adversity, a lot of great things came out of it. And I'm here tonight to share with you how Lost and Found, a brand that I put together a couple years ago, played, I feel, an important role in all of our lives, especially for me. It's given me a lot of meaning. It's given me a lot of pleasure to be able to be there for everybody. And when I look back at things, I want to say that we all had a great year. If you're watching this and you're engaged with me right now, together we had an amazing year, and I'm here to go over that. So, heading into 2020 at the beginning of the year, Lost and Found podcast was just rocking, right? So we partnered up with an amazing family and friends. I like to call them family, and Heading into 2020, Lost and Found, we partnered up with the Function House, and we're even better than ever. Lost and Found podcast started off as just a podcast, and it was an overnight success with over thousands and thousands of subscribers on YouTube. And I felt that heading into this year, I really wanted to show the skills of just DJing. So it was such an amazing time, being able to DJ live for you guys with such an amazing team, with Anthony Vitale and Mike Gentili. Thank you so much for all the years of support, and thank you for including me part of your family. Lost and Found, we had a home. We were very excited. We were broadcasting to you guys every Monday night at 6 p.m., and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. What can I say? So we started off with a bang. It was fantastic. All amazing things. So Function House, Lost and Found, starting off the year super duper strong, killing it in your households. But you know what? There's a lot of other things that came early in the year. And what I would like to say is something that really meant a lot to many of us was on January 14th. January 14th gave birth to, what can I say? Never in a million years would we think that a private group on Facebook would have such a tremendous impact in many of our lives. The Classics group started on January 14th. Thanks to Matty Ho for putting this thing together alongside Dimitri T, Lauren Marie. Big shout out to Dennis the Menace because he was there in the very beginning. Chris Scotto was there in the very beginning. Eddie Tagone was there. Jason Ojeda, Danny Kaseya. They really put together something that was an overnight success. Overnight success. And not only was it an overnight success, what it did was, in 2020, when we look back at it, it really spawned something special on Facebook. It gave inspiration and motivation to others to create their own groups. And please forgive me if I forget anybody. It's not my intention. But there's so many people who are involved in the success of Lost and Found. So I just want to thank you guys because these other groups really, really means a lot to me. And you guys have done so much amazing things. So Classics Club Life, amazing group. Larry Love, Paul Longo, Carl DeFino, Richie Fiber. Thank you guys so much for all you do with Lost and Found, and all my broadcasts. You guys are fantastic. Jersey Shore Classics, Billy Russell, my man. What can I say? One of the nicest guys in the whole wide world. Billy, thank you so much for all that you've done and all that you continue to do with the Jersey Shore Classics page. I'm a Jersey guy, so I'm always going to come and support. More about Jersey Shore Classics in just a little while. Also, big ups to Darren LaParry over at Nightclub Classics, doing amazing things at that group. And in the early stages of Lost and Found and quarantine, he was a very big supporter, and I just want to send you out some love. Big ups to the man, the myth, the legend, Eugene Introna over at the Rise Group. Eugene, amazing. More to come later on in the show with our partnership with Rise. And also, Music is the Answer. Shant, Lenny, thank you guys so much for always supporting and always hopping in the feeds. You guys do a phenomenal job. Thank you. And of course, Jay over at Crowbar NYC. And guys, if I forgot you, I'm super duper sorry. There's so many groups out there that truly support Lost and Found. And what I can say from the bottom of my heart, it really means a lot to me. So moving forward, the Classics group started off with a complete bang. Shout out to Cannon. And you know what? Shortly thereafter, we celebrated something special. 13,000 followers on the Classics group page. And of course, there's only one way to kick off 13,000 followers was when yours truly, yeah, I remember that. It was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. Seems like a long time ago. But guys, do you remember that epic broadcast on the Function House celebrating 13,000 members? Um, it was such an amazing show. Oh man, what can I say? Thing was the bomb. It was amazing on so many different levels. I know Glenn Frischer showed up, Dennis the Menace showed up, Chris Scotto showed up. There's so many people that were there on that very first broadcast. And to be quite honest, like I was super nervous. I'll never forget Dimitri T gave me a call and he's like, "Bro, you're all over this page. And this is before I became a moderator and now an admin. He was like, "Dude, you gotta do this broadcast." And I was super duper nervous, super nervous. And you want to know something? I sat there the whole entire time and leading up until the cameras go on. And I guess it's kind of the same thing. Like anytime the camera goes on, I just kind of go blank and magic happens. That was truly a magical night. And if you guys remember, or if you guys want to relive that, go to the Function House. The broadcast is still up. That was our first major event. And it was such an honor to be asked to celebrate that. And then shortly thereafter, DJ Razor came on. He was on the Function House and celebrated another classics group live stream. And something that we started seeing in this classic group was, wow, these shows are really taking off. We were getting so many people tuning in. So we knew we wanted to continue it. And we knew this was something that we wanted to just blow up, right? But you know what? Things happen. And on March 20th, we had that nationwide lockdown, right? We were in quarantine. Everything shut down. Nobody knew what the hell was going to happen. Nobody knew what the hell was going to go on. And you know what? I made a post earlier about it. And again, I got another phone call from Dimitri T. And he's like, "Brother, you got to go on and play for the people. Got to go on and play for the people." So what can I say? I was really nervous again. But if you guys remember, look at that. Look at that side by side. My hair is definitely a whole hell of a lot tame. But on March 21st, the day after quarantine, it started the movement. It started what became a 20-week stint in a row of Lost and Found, Andrew Mendez in your bedrooms every single week on Saturday nights. And I looked forward to every single Saturday night that I got to play. What can I say? Who would ever think that in adversity and in trying times that we could really come together, right? We came together. We needed an escape. There's all this stuff on social media about COVID, but you knew that you could always go to one of those groups or even our group, the Classics group, and you knew that I was going to be there on Saturday night playing for you guys. And you want to know what? It's probably one of the most things that I'm proud of to date was playing marathon sets each and every single Saturday night. 9 hours, 10 hours, 8-hour sets. Some of you guys are texting me in the morning, you're still on. But you want to know what? I felt like, and not only I'm sure I felt like this, but many other DJs, we felt that it was our moral obligation to give back to everybody during these trying times. And I'm so blessed to be honestly a part of that with you guys throughout those 20 weeks in a row that we were together. And you know what? It was nuts. It was nuts. Crazy sets. And any of those sets that I played, they're on my SoundCloud. So once again, please don't forget to go check that out as well if you want to relive some of those sets. But not only did it start off on that Saturday, right? Every Saturday night, so it was just epic. But the following week, we also started something with Lost and Found and in conjunction with the Classics group, the Saturday Night Rewind. So we started putting lineups together every single weekend. So Saturday nights, it was Eddie Tagone, and then I came on. We started getting more listeners. Dimitri, the whole team, we're like, you know what? We're going to make it like Memorial Day weekend, Winter Music Conference, and God knows what, every single weekend for the people. So, what did that spawn next? It spawned the weekend lineup. The weekend lineup, each and every single week throughout this time, we had so many people come in and play for us. You can see right there, Pete DeCaro, big shout out to Pete. 92.3 Zone, Jay Dobby came and played for us on Friday nights. DJ Boris came and played for us on Friday nights. Frank Pellegrino, again, Eddie Tagone, Ariel. Man, we have a list of people. Ron G. I got Rick Wonder. So many people. And if I'm forgetting someone, I truly, truly apologize. But man, it just shot out of a cannon, that weekend lineup. But in that weekend lineup, how could we forget one thing? Mr. Sundays. And you know what? On Sundays, Jason Ojeda. Guys, Jason Ojeda on Sundays, that brunch and beats was legendary, epic. He brought it each and every single week. And not only did he bring it with the music, he also educated us. And Jason, I'm going to say on behalf of everybody, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Education, school was in session. We knew Jason was going to do it up and serve it properly. But not only did he do it by himself, he also brought on some wonderful guests. DJ Denny Chetos, Hector Romero, Hex Hector. And then who could forget that amazing, amazing, amazing interview that Jason had with Deborah Cox, right? Jason, thank you so much for Sunday brunches. It was a great thing to watch, and you really, really put a smile on a lot of people's faces. But let's also not forget on Sunday nights, my kuya. And kuya, if you don't know what that means, it's Filipino. And you call your older brother a kuya out of respect. So this kuya, I consider him a brother. DJ Riddler, Sunday night all vinyl classics. Yo, putting it on for just as long, if not longer than 20 weeks throughout this quarantine. So let me tell you, that weekend lineup was truly, truly something special, and it was crazy. But not only was it the weekend lineups that brought us all together, Lost and Found in the Classics group and everybody else, we all banded together and we threw some pretty epic streams. And how could we forget one of the best streams and the debut of one of my other brothers from another mother, DJ Dimitri T, and Theo. Remember that? Dimitri T and Theo, the Posh Classics, brought to you by Mr. Rosenberg himself and Party 105. Kim Sozi, George Lamont performed live. Dude, how amazing was that setup? One of the best shows of music, display of technical lighting, water production, and Kim and George Lamont totally tore it down. That was so dope. And let's also not forget, we raised money for our family and our friends over at the Function House during these trying times. So we did another live broadcast with Lost and Found Classics group in conjunction with the Function House to help raise money there for sure. Doesn't stop there. The events just kept rolling. We even had DJ Scribble come into the house and spin for us as well. But I think a lot of you guys may have forgotten, but you cannot leave this guy out when you talk about quarantine DJ sets. And something that sticks out for me as far as that whole entire period of time with quarantine is, I'm going to have to say, the first time the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who continues to just destroy it and demolish it each and every single week. And I'll never forget Saturday nights, you could go club hopping. It was Mendez and JP on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. And remember that time JP did Classics for the first time. Remember that. Remember that broadcast. Everybody was so excited, and Jonathan gave us all something to look forward to because who does it better than Jonathan, right? I mean, let's be real. So that Jonathan first ever broadcast, Classics, was super, super duper awesome. But you know what? It doesn't even stop there. Dude, Jonathan, I love you to death. Thank you from everybody to continue to push the envelope with music each and every single week to bring your style of beats to hundreds and thousands of people each and every single week. And do not forget, he's now on Throne. So you got to check out Throne. And also don't forget, 12 p.m. New Year's Day, Jonathan is doing Classics again. And who knows how long he's going. So big ups to Jen, big ups to Beckham, everybody over at the Sound Factory page. Everybody's looking forward to Jonathan Peters Classics. So I just wanted to bring that up because that first classic set was truly, truly, truly amazing. Super amazing. Throughout that time, the Classics group, Lost and Found, the team behind the scenes, were going through a global pandemic where our healthcare workers needed us. They needed us, right? So, what did that spark? That sparked something I cannot omit from this recap. And I just want to say, House Music for Heroes. Do you guys remember that? House Music for Heroes was put together by the Classics group and Lost and Found. And what did we do? All the DJs banded together and we raised $10,000. $10,000. We raised $10,000 and we fed over 1,000 frontline healthcare workers on Long Island. Now, guys, if that's not an amazing feat throughout difficult times, I don't know what is. I mean, it's one thing to start something like this and wonder what it's going to get to. And it's just one of those things that we set a goal. We wanted to raise $10,000 and we weren't going to stop until we raised that money. And when we raised that money and we hit that goal, not only was it a victory for all of us that was part of House Music for Heroes, but it was a victory for all of you, for all your donations and all the positive energy that you put into this fundraiser. And all the frontline healthcare workers were truly, truly humbled. And if you could see by the video clip that I just put up, the look on their face was truly magical. So again, House Music for Heroes raising $10,000. You can't forget about that. And you know what? That really, truly was something amazing. And that brought us in to basically the summer, right? The summer came. We were like, what the heck are we going to do now? How are we going to top all these things that we were doing throughout 2020? But you know what? When it comes to classics, we're leaving someone out. We're leaving something out, I felt. And I thought it was an amazing idea when Jersey Shore Classics, Billy Russell reached out. And he was like, dude, I love what you did with House Music for Heroes. We can't forget about Jersey. And I can't forget about Jersey. And we partnered up with Billy Russell on the holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, Classics Group and Lost and Found. We came together and we raised money for frontline workers in New Jersey. And what better way to kick off the summer but down the Jersey Shore at Headliner. And Dimitri T, myself, we put it down. It was such an amazing broadcast. So many people tuned into that. It was such an amazing highlight, and I felt that there was no other way to kick off the summer than to do it down the Jersey Shore. So we got to give some love to all the Jersey peeps for sure. And throughout the whole entire summer, we had some really, really great shows. We did Cheetah Classics with yours truly, Cheetah, on Thursdays. That was an epic broadcast show. Another show that was really, really dope was Pride weekend. Everybody was throwing down Pride sets, and that was probably one of my most memorable sets because I love celebrating Pride and supporting the community. And that set was fierce. Something that will definitely go down in one of my memories for sure throughout this time. But also, it's like, how the heck are we going to continue to top all these things as far as a brand with Lost and Found? And like I said, I always felt that it was my moral obligation to push the boundaries, to continue to do cool things. And one of my biggest residencies in Jersey, when I think about classics and when I think about my career, was, you know what? Surf Club. And it was such an honor to be asked to relive the Sunday Jam. And we did it live and direct from my sister, Melissa, and my other brother, Matt's backyard. And it was such an amazing show. And guys, I don't know if you remember, it was the absolute hottest day ever. Hottest day ever. The equipment was overheating. I was dying. I was jumping into the pool every other song. We had to get fans to fan the equipment because everything was overheating and it was 100 plus degrees. And let me tell you, spending that 9-hour set on that Sunday and getting all those wonderful text messages from people that were jamming out on the beach and everybody just having a great time truly was memorable for me as well. So I'm never going to forget that hot, sweaty day. And I'm never going to forget the feeling of you guys messaging me and letting me know during that broadcast how much fun you guys were really having. And boy, was it hot. Steamy hot. Really, really hot. I think I still got sunburn from that day. Ow. But you know what? There's another guy that I was after for a very, very long time. I probably messaged him and emailed him and got him on the phone. And I was like, brother, you got to get on. You got to get on and live stream for everybody. And you want to know what? A very big memory for Lost and Found, and something that I truly love and I still listen to this day, was when David Waxman came to spin for all of us. And I remember when he agreed to finally do this with Lost and Found, I started doing backflips, jumping jacks. I was high-fiving myself because I knew that Mr. Ultra Records himself, Twilo resident, God, holy smokes, I can remember all the times of me going to Twilo, listening to David Waxman, and the fact that he said, yeah, dude, of course I'm going to play. Let's do it. Man, that was such an amazing set. Not only did he do it once, he came back and he did it twice. And it was past, present, future. And boy, did he put us to school. That was such an amazing day. David Waxman, thank you so much for being a part of Lost and Found. Really means a lot to me. I'm still blushing right now. I'm blushing really hard because I'll never forget that time when you let me know that you were down to do it. So David, thank you so much for being a part of Lost and Found. And thanks for helping out all the people throughout your set. That was super awesome. During that time, I felt too that it was a period where everybody was live streaming. Everybody was streaming from their basements. Everybody was streaming from their living rooms. It was just the stream from home party. And things started lightening up a little bit more, but it was still a little bit tight. But you know what? I got a phone call from a very dear friend of mine that I've worked with for so many, many, many years. So many years. So it was an absolute pleasure to reconnect with my old light guy from the Sound Factory and God knows how many other clubs that we worked together. And that's Dougie Laser over at DNA Stream. And there was no other way to kick things off was with doing a back-to-back set with Dimitri T, right? We got to get Dimitri T back on. Come on. Like, it has to happen. And let me tell you, that show, I remember getting messages because we didn't tell anybody where we were going to broadcast. We wanted to keep it a secret. Everybody thought it was going to be from the loft. And you know what? I wanted to really, really, really go above and beyond through this broadcast and really just do something different and separate ourselves from what everybody else was doing. And the messages were out of control. I remember people were like, how the hell are they DJing at a nightclub right now? And it wasn't at a nightclub. It was at Dougie Laser's warehouse, excuse me, in Astoria, Queens. And that was definitely something that I feel was an amazing highlight because amongst everybody doing their thing, as always, I feel like it's my moral obligation to just really take it a step further and to really put on an amazing show. And boy, was that show memorable. And it's always a good time DJing with Dimitri T because he just brings it each and every single time. But you know what? We couldn't stop there because we're heading into the fall. We're doing more stuff. We're doing more stuff. And then you want to know something? Boom, it's Halloween. And you know what that means? It's probably one of the biggest nights of the year. And what do? Of course, I got to partner up with Dimitri T and bring you Halloween classics. Super duper sick. Super sick. Halloween classics. Oh man, what can I say? That classic set was truly, truly amazing. I mean, whew, it was like, how many hours? It was a lot of hours. You know what? Let me see if I got like a small little clip from that set. I don't know if I loaded one up, but actually, you know what? Maybe I do. Let's see if this kind of works. And let me add it as an overlay. And yeah, there it is. How'd you like that boa, right? That boa is pretty nuts. Here, let me raise it a little higher so you guys could see. Dude, we spun for 10 hours back to back. 10 hours on a Halloween. That night was from a secret location, and I could not believe how bad my lower back was killing me. My lower back was on fire. First time ever that I'm sitting there like bending over, I'm trying to stretch my back. Dimitri's like, dude, you okay? I'm like, bro, my back is killing me. Killing me. But you want to know something? That was such another memorable moment throughout this whole entire year. And we're super duper happy to be able to be there for you for Halloween. And that was truly, truly amazing. Truly amazing. So I'm glad that I found that clip. You know, I'm losing spots of where I am. Can I shut this off? This is live television, guys. I'm like doing things on the fly, learning all this stuff as we go. So yeah, that brought us into almost the current situation, right? So despite all the classics, there's a lot of classics that were going on out there that were just the regular classics. And I always want to do my best to do something different. And why I thought that this was very, very special, super special, was because nobody was doing trance classics. How could we leave out trance classics? And when I was thinking about doing this, there's only one person that I could call when it came to trance classics, and that's my buddy from Jersey, Brendan O'Neill. Now, you guys know Brendan from probably opening up from some of the biggest DJs like Oakenfold and PVD, and also playing at Cielo and a bunch of other parties. But guys, that 2-hour set was magical. And if you did miss it, it's on my SoundCloud, so you better go check that out. Dude, this set was fire. If you guys are working out at home or you need to do something with a little bit of energy, go to the SoundCloud, listen to this 2-hour set. It is dope. But you want to know what makes it even better? Is that all the money that he donated from his Venmo, or he got from his Venmo, went to buying toys for Toys for Tots. And guys, all of you who donated, thank you so very much, because he raised $1,000 just on a single stream to go out and buy toys for kids who needed it during the holiday seasons. And you want to know what, Brendan? That was such an amazing thing that you did. Goes to show you that you got to surround yourself with good people. And that is why I felt really, really good having Brendan here, because he's calling me on his way here and he's coming from Jersey and we have an 8 o'clock show. And I'm like, bro, you're going to hit mad traffic. So we're on the phone back and forth as he's sitting in traffic. And he goes, you know what? put my Venmo up. All the money that comes in today, we're going to buy some toys. Dude, class act. Brendan O'Neill, you are the man. You are truly the man. So, wow. Pretty amazing stuff, right? So where does that leave us? It leaves us looking into the future, right? So what's in store? And what's in store for the future is what I can't say is with this whole virtual land that's going on is Lost and Found is partnering up with Livespin. Now, if you guys don't know Livespin, it's brought to you by my family over at the Function House. Anthony and Mike put together an amazing website where I get to DJ privately for you in your living room. So I already got a couple of bookings. Thank you guys so much for reaching out to me to play specifically for you at home. So heading into 2021, really, really excited to be able to do that for you. And guys, holla at your boy. Can't wait to do it. But also on top of that, something that I neglected to talk about, and I wanted to save this for last because I want you guys to know a little bit of the story behind it. So again, always trying to think of creative ways and always trying to think of ways to just interact with you, right? So back during the quarantine days, one of our guest DJs that we had was the one and only DJ Eddie Baez. We were really, really excited to have Eddie on. He hasn't played in a very long time, and we thought that we needed to promote this thing because it's Eddie Baez, right? So Dimitri and I are sitting there, we're talking, and he's like, bro, why don't you just do this type of talk show thing? You're easy to talk to. I was like, no way, man. I'm not getting on the camera to talk. I'm shy. Go figure, right? So you know what? I decided to always work outside my comfort zone, right? You have to work outside your comfort zone because that's only where you could really discover your true potential. And doing something like this, talking to you, and getting in front of all you vulnerable is truly scary for me. It's different when you're playing music because you're in your element, but do I stutter? Am I speaking properly? So you know what? I was like, let's do this. Chillin' with Mendez with Eddie Baez. And you know what? It was one of the most memorable nights of my career. I would never think in a million years that having my own little talk show was going to be a huge hit because I stopped. I didn't do it for a little while. I did Eddie, and you know what? I was like, I don't want to do it again. One was enough. But you know what? Through your feedback, through your messages, and luckily that I have some really, really good people surrounding me, we're able to do Chillin' with Mendez with some pretty amazing guests. So not only did we have Eddie Baez, DJ Riddler came on Chillin' with Mendez. I don't know if you remember, Reina came on Chillin' with Mendez. Mr. Vic Latino came on Chillin' with Mendez. Denny Chetos came on Chillin' with Mendez. Lucas Prada with surprise guest George Lamond. You guys remember that? And of course, Eugene Introna, the legend in the tri-state area. So guys, Chillin' with Mendez is not going anywhere, and you want to know something? What I would love to do is take a little trip down memory lane and just show you guys what Chillin' with Mendez was all about.
Another hit, two.
Guys, what can I say? That was such an amazing time, being able to just like hang out, chill with my friends, and bring them on. And really, the intention behind Chilling with Mendez was you see us performing, you see us on stage, you see us DJing, running nightclubs for Mr. Entrona. But I really wanted you guys to get to know us as people, because you want to know something. The music industry, the reason why we do what we do is because we want to give back. We love performing. We love putting smiles on people's faces. And that is something that we all live for. And I wanted you guys to really get a sneak peek as to who your favorite stars are. So Chillin' with Mendez is 100% going to be back bigger than ever in 2021. You better believe it. I got a lot of cool guests that I'm working on. I wish I could let the cat out of the bag, but unfortunately, I cannot. And something that I always want to bring up before we wrap it up for our year 2020 review is that, hey, what better way to close out the year than to do it together, right? I mean, this has been such an amazing year where music connected us, that we did so many things that I just went over when it came to January, that started with the Function House, all these wonderful groups that support each other, all these amazing guest DJs and guest shows that we have done in conjunction with all of you. Lost and Found really did our thing. And it's not just me. Lost and Found is not just my brand, but you know what? Lost and Found represents you guys. Lost and Found represents the dance music community, and we're going to continue to just put on amazing shows. And that leads me into New Year's Eve. Guys, tomorrow night, I am really pumped. Super pumped. Andrew Mendez Classics. Guys, I am ready to pull out all the tricks. I'm ready to do it up lovely. And what I want to let you guys know is go to futurestream.tv/DJ Andrew Mendez. Guys, thank you so much for all the support in joining the stream. I'm doing everything that I can to make this as interactive as possible. We're going to have a backstage Zoom link that's going to be put in the comments. So if you guys want to interact, say what's up, meet and greet, that link is going to be there specifically for you guys so you can interact. Also, I know a ton of you guys have been letting me know that you're going to be getting dressed up, dolled up. Some of you ladies are getting your hair done, makeup done, got your dress ready. Guys, you're getting suited up. Tons of people letting me know that they got their bottles, got their VIP living rooms ready. I'm also going to have a link that activates the camera in your phone, and you are able to jump in live and show off what you got, show off how amazing you look. It is going to be awesome. And you're just never ever going to know who's going to pop in, because you know what? We're going to be broadcasting to the world, right? Our little secret. But more specifically, what I'm really excited about is we're going to be broadcasting the ball drop. That's right. The ball drop will be shown. I figured out a way to do it. So I really want to bring everybody together. And I feel that the only way to close out this year is with all of you, because you guys have done so much, and you guys have done so much. I can't even think of the words right now to fulfill me throughout this whole entire year, that I really want to do it together, and I really want to spend it with you on New Year's Eve tomorrow night. And let's not forget daytime, Jonathan Peters. All right. So, guys, really pumped. Let's get ready for New Year's Eve, future stream. It's going to be amazing. And let's get a little amped up. Let's get a little amped up right now for New Year's Eve. What do you say? Yeah? Yeah? Let's do it.
Got the feeling good. 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 I got the feeling good. I got the feeling good. Got the feeling good. Got the feeling
Yo, if that doesn't get you amped up, I don't know what will. But you want to know something? Futurestream.tv/DJ Andrew Mendez. The best way to watch it is watch it on your laptop, cast it to your TV, leave your cell phone free so you could text all your loved ones, but also leave it free so you could join on camera. If you have any questions on how to get the stream from your laptop to your TV, feel free to hit me up. I'll be more than happy to walk you through it. Guys, on behalf of myself, on behalf of all the amazing groups that I mentioned, and especially on behalf of us at the Classics Group, Dimitri T, Lauren, Chris Scotto, Jason Ojeda, Danny Casella, Kevin Serra, we just want to say thank you for the love and support. Thank you guys for always keeping it real, keeping it positive. Cream rises to the top. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And I just want to say how blessed I am to be connected to all of you. Thank you so much for taking this trip with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you tomorrow night for New Year's Eve. We're going to ring this in right. Have a good night, y'all.